Okay, last time I talked about my favorite Christmas songs. This time I'm talking about my favorite versions of Windows and what versions I have already used. Okay, my two favorite versions of Windows, as I said in my favorite things, are XP and 11. I've also used Windows 98 before, and 7, even though I really hate 7. Okay, I can also tell you the versions I really hate. Like ones I never plan to use or never will use. Windows 8.8 and 8.1. I also never plan on getting another Windows 1.0, 2.0, 3.10, 3.1, 95, anything from before XP, and anything from before 11. Except for XP. XP was the only one before 11 that I got. What I loved about XP was I loved it for Windows Movie Maker. As you know, that was where I made almost all of my videos when I had XP. That was the main program I used to make videos. That's how I made my Bobeka videos and my Boomeka and all that other stuff. I'm glad now that Windows 11 also had a movie maker. It's not as good as Windows XP's though. Don't get me wrong. It's good. It's just not as great as XP's. Another thing I loved about XP was its paint. I didn't like Windows Vista's. I forgot to mention Vista. Did not like Vista's version of it. Actually, I never used Vista. Did not like 7's version because a lot of whenever you drew with that one, it didn't always stay. I love how not the XP, but 11 brought back paint. I also love how Windows XP was actually way more compatible. I had a Windows XP laptop for a while that had a CD that let you put CD-ROMs in. My 11 computer does not let me. I don't know why. So that's a negative about Windows. I don't know if Windows 11 would even play old computer games like Backyard Baseball, which are favorite computer games of mine. I don't know if it would play those. I know it wouldn't play that Windows 98 game that was about a girl in school. I don't remember what it was called. I just remember having it, and I never played it. I couldn't even play it on XP. One thing I love about 11 is it's got a camera. It lets you use a camera. XP never had a camera installed on it. I also like how it's got things like sound recorder was on the other thing. Like how it's got a new search button for the task. I also love Microsoft Edge, which was introduced with 10, but it's more popular here on 11. I also love how it's got the new. Only thing I don't really like about 11 is every time you delete a picture, it deletes it from your desktop. If you have that picture as your desktop wallpaper. Another one thing I didn't like about XP was, well, after a while, it stopped working. Yes, I know it was mainly because it was out of support, especially on sites like Google Photos and Facebook and YouTube. Well, I hated YouTube the most with XP. Couldn't even use YouTube that well. I couldn't watch videos on YouTube with XP after a while. And of course, I'll tell you the last time when I stopped using XP was around, I think Christmas of 2024. That was about 10 years, that was over 10 years after its end of support date on April 8th, 2014. Now, I hope X11 doesn't ever get replaced by Windows 12, even though I think it will. Tell me if you think Windows will ever make a Windows 12. Tell me if you think they will or will they not. Let me know. And also, one of my other favorite things, now, I don't remember anything else. So, this is so short, sorry. See you later. Comment, like, subscribe.